Hello. It is I, AlesongtheBrewer, the brewer of coffee, tea, spirits, and stories, and I'm back. I'm tired. Hello. I don't know. I thought about just doing a little short chat this Sunday to say I'm back. I don't have much going on besides swamping myself and finishing a class. A couple classes, actually. Thank you! I might have to get up in a minute. Few minutes. Just to pull out bread from the oven. How are you? Doing okay this Sunday? Yeah, for real. I don't know, but summer's flown by. It's been kind of hectic. So I went on break just to try to well, first part of the break was because my Mama Ale song came. I don't know what to call her. Mama Ale. She came and visited me. So I had to entertain her for a few days. Which meant mostly driving around and going shopping. I saw a couple things I haven't seen yet in this area. It's pretty cool. Yeah, when the parents come into town, they want to see everything that's going around in your life. And I don't want to share everything that's going around in my life. Because I don't know. My parents are in the generation of they don't understand anything on the internet besides what they have to for work and stuff. I basically every time my mom wants to buy a new computer or laptop or something, I'm the one that has to set it up and stuff. Oh gosh, I smell the bread in here. And yeah, she's just kind of sad about me not really doing anything. Even though she doesn't know that I am doing stuff, I'm just not doing anything productive. I had to do some paperwork for, I'm gonna try to teach some little, be a substitute teacher for some little pandas, I guess. Because I can't find any other kind of work. So maybe next month I'll be starting that, so I don't know, I gotta do something. I still am finishing school too, though. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. you send in 100 resumes, right? And you don't even get a response from one. Because it's all like being put through a hit list for like keywords. And if you don't hit the keywords, you don't get seen, basically. It's pretty much like an algorithm. It's like a Twitter algorithm. Honestly. And I think older people don't really understand that. It's like, you can't just walk up to a company anymore and like, here's my resume, please give it a look. They would throw you out and basically say to go online. Anyway, even for like part-time jobs and stuff. So yeah, that's my dilemma right now. I almost need like to hire someone to write my resume for me. Yeah. Because it still goes through an algorithm. It still goes through like a pull down database list. Also, I learned too, there's a, like on LinkedIn and stuff like that, there's a bunch of fake like applications, like fake postings. So basically a company gets a tax break based on how much it's not just that though. It's not like fake jobs that are like scams or stuff. It's also like just fake postings, because companies get tax breaks based on like how that they're like actively hiring. So they just keep up those like recruitment posts. So yeah, a lot of them are like fake too. It is really frustrating. There needs to be some kind of like internet laws passed, honestly, in the next couple of years, based on that and AI and all that. We're really behind on all the internet stuff. And companies like using the internet to replace people when it doesn't really work. I know there's productive reasons for AI, especially like in the medical industry and stuff, but like using it to find workers and to like replace like creative workers that are using art forms and stuff, it's really bad. That was my rant. Sorry, that was a rant. It's also pretty bad in schools too, with kids not really learning anything. And also like the system, but I'm not gonna go into that either. I have a lot of plans though, because I was thinking of like everything I wanted to like play and stuff over the next like couple months. And like now I've made connections thanks to like LaceLavy and other people in the community. So I get to collab every now and then now, which will be fun. Iris wants... I'm gonna be learning how to play Minecraft soon through Iris, probably. which is gonna be it's like it's teaching a boomer how to play Minecraft. Yeah, I know. It's like just like a survival building game. Kind of. It will be fun. I have an idea of like already of how I want to like build my house and stuff. I'm gonna try to recreate the archive. And it's all Victorian style glory, along with the. I'm gonna see if I can make the. Okay, I see if I can make the dome too, the plain dome, which is like in the windows. If you like on my background. It's not really here. It's in my starting soon screen though. There's like a grid-like pattern in the windows in the distance. So that's like that's the archive dome, the plain dome, and I want to try to recreate that too. I don't know if I can though, because it's just blocks. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Yeah. I'm excited. And then it's gonna be like a menagerie too, because I'm planning to like collect a bunch of animals and stuff. I'm only sad that Minecraft doesn't have red pandas. At least I don't think it does. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the latest updates are. I've watched people play Minecraft a lot, so just never played myself. I want to play like I had a lot of fun with BioShock before the break. I'm really happy to finish that soon, or play that more. It was kind of hectic. Like just it was so fast paced. The second one? Is that the one that where you're in a different place, right? I guess. I don't know. I know that for there's teasers for a fourth one soon. And then they're kind of trying to go back to their old style, from what I understand. I'm gonna have to be right back. I'll be right back. Sorry. I gotta go get that bread out of the oven. Okay, I'm back. I made Irish soda bread. Cause I'm gonna make beef stew tonight, and I wanted bread with it. It was really quick to make. I'm excited for it. I had Irish soda bread when I went to Disney World. That was like a couple years ago. And we went to this Irish restaurant in like downtown Disney. And it's the first time I had Irish soda bread. And I like fell in love. Because I really like wheaty bread, like rye and stuff. I prefer that, like, I don't know, more hearty kind of bread. So it doesn't, Irish soda bread doesn't have yeast in it. It uses baking soda as the leavener. So kind of like less yeast in your gut kind of thing going on. And you use like whole wheat flour and stuff, so it's a lot more fiber. Protein. And then beef stew. Beef stew. I'm excited. I make my beef stew in the Instant Pot because I'm lazy. I don't want to wait hours for it. I got up at a decent time today. It wasn't the time I wanted, but it's a lot better. I plan to go to sleep early again tonight. By like 10 or 11, hopefully. I have a lot of homework though. It's the last week of classes. Oh, I got so much to do. And then I start again immediately in the next class. Or next two classes. They're too short. I hate online classes. Because they do them so quickly. I wish I had more time. Like, you only get 8 weeks to write an entire, like, 10-page project. After, like, only having, like, a day's worth of lessons. Yeah, I've been way behind, too, so I'm really scared. Because the first week was when I got COVID. And I just, like, didn't want to do anything for like 2 weeks, so I was like already behind. But this time I took IT, beginning of IT, where I'm learning that Python class, and in a writing intensive course, so it's not as bad. I can get through the Python stuff pretty quickly, I think, because I do have a little bit of background. It was Unix though. It was learning for bioinformatics. Yeah, actually, I think the language is easier to understand than Unix. That's why I did that else if as like a fully written out, because I remember it that way. And like I had to do some VB script stuff for like robots. Oh yeah, because like I had the errors are like don't make any freaking sense at all. Like their explanation. At least, so if I use like, so the class uses PyCharm for it, and it's pretty bad, like in explanation of stuff. I honestly like using Notepad++, because it highlights the wrong line for you and stuff. It's just you can't really run the code in Notepad++. There is a way to like connect a thing, but yeah. It does like a fake run where it doesn't actually show you anything, but it can highlight like an error or a bug. I kind of like that better. It's better than using it on a machine though that can like break if it's wrong. I've done that. I also watched someone like totally wreck a machine while he was testing something. Like slam the head into a plate. I'm interested in Python though for the databasing. Because that's what a lot of things use now. God, that bread smells good. I don't know what that means. What's Postgres? Not that into the language. Oh, okay. I don't know. I used to use Unix to look up stuff from like NCBI and stuff. So it's better than that. That was like the most useless class. So I took two different programming classes in college, my first degree. I took bioinformatics. That was useless. I didn't tell you anything. But my better class was computational genomics, and that was easier. I don't know why. I actually use a lot of it still. And then it's sad too, because when we finished the class, there was only 2 of us left in the class, because no one wanted to like think about programming for some reason. Because it was like kind of crazy. Yeah. Especially on all this online stuff. I only have like 4 classes left online. Thank you. Thank you. I am so ready to get done with that. It's so stupid. I shouldn't have ever signed up for it. But I get a second bachelor's out of it, so why not? It's just expensive. I'll be paying it back soon. I might apply for my master's. I don't know. Yeah, that's the only bad part. While you're in school though, you don't have to pay, but well, it's just my car payment, basically. Since I don't really use my car right now. I need to get out. I need to get out more. Been trapped in at home. I might I wanna get voice lessons again. But I want to do them in person because I was doing them for a little bit online and that didn't really work. Because there was always lag and like microphone issues. And audio issues on their part because they were using like ridiculously like slow internet. Oh, also, Jubilee, if you've been following her, she got a pretty big deal, like, voice role. No, they're not more expensive. They were the same price. I need to talk to Jubilee a little bit. Not need, I want to. This week though, I'm gonna be dead to the world besides for streaming and homework. Hopefully I can have fun with the games that I picked out. It was just like Kingdom Hearts and Bioshock and stuff. I wanted to finish that Lego set too on Saturday. Yeah, they won't be long. Just a couple hours, but I wanted to do a lot of streams for coming back. I was honestly thinking about taking another week off, but I feel like it's been too long. Oh, I'm also really sad. Well, it was kind of like a whim thing. I did apply though. It's so bad. I applied to be shoujo and then the things open just to see, but nah. Too small. It was like a whim thing. I was like, okay, they're asking for anybody, so I'll just do it. I'll just send in a little video. What harm could it do? God. Yeah. You don't really gain any knowledge if you don't hear anything, though. You know? Unlike what you did wrong and stuff. Or why. Yeah, no one does that anymore. It's the same for, like, finding a job with my degree. It's like, please at least say no. Tell me why. Sounds like a... Oh god. Tell me why. Hey. Tell me why. It got stuck in my head. Stop. It's kind of embarrassing. I was with my mom and we were driving around. And Backstreet Boys came on and she's like, why is this here? Cause I had like a moment of like nostalgia. I was like, oh, I'll just put this on my Spotify playlist. So what harm will it have? Oh, I saw Deadpool while my mom was here, which was weird taking my mom to see that. She wanted to see it though, so I liked it. I thought it was great. It is very, very vulgar, and that's surprising. It's surprising because it's a Disney movie now. Like a Disney franchise. And he made jokes throughout the entire movie about it being a Disney franchise movie. Oh, and there goes YouTube. Oh, why YouTube? I reconnected. Oh. It says it's my ISP, but... Hello? Is this working? Oop. Well, I'm not dropping frames anymore, so it's on YouTube's end now. Yeah, I know. It's just YouTube. It's like... This is just the issues with it. There's lots of stuff happening that they need to fix, and they're not really paying attention to live streaming. They rather pay attention to shorts, and I hate shorts. So I don't even have TikTok. I don't even watch TikTok. Oh, I got distracted. Sorry. No, because I don't watch TikTok. I don't even have the app on my phone. That's fine. I didn't get to do my TMJ stretches. I was planning to, but I had an hour left before stream. I was like, I need to do all this shit. I had to like rush chores and stuff. Yay, it's excellent now. Yay, YouTube, you're back. I don't know how to reset it besides stopping the stream and restarting. I don't know if there's like some other thing that resets it. Oh, that's fine. That was me last week. All I did was laundry. And then I was having trouble with my sleep schedule. I kept staying up till like 4 in the morning and then going to bed and not waking up till like 1. And it was really bad. It was getting really, really, really bad. But I stayed up for 30 hours yesterday, so stayed up and then I fell asleep. I took like an hour nap during the day and then I fell asleep and I woke up this morning at a decent time, so and I feel tired right now, so hopefully I can actually go to bed tonight. But I have to do cooking and homework before that. Yeah. My problem is I get in bed. I get in bed at night and I just lay there. And I don't do anything on my phone or anything. And I just can't. I start trying to not think about bad things. Or not think about stuff I have to do the next day. Because that makes me, like, stay up. And then get sad. Because I have so much shit to do. And then I, start trying to think of, like, story ideas, and that kind of helps. Like, I have to really start thinking about other things besides like my list of to-dos. I like start brainstorming like scenes and stuff, but then it's useless because it's gone the next day because I didn't write it down. Yeah, it kind of works. Really, what you're supposed to do is like start thinking about relaxing your muscles and stuff. I wanted to find someone to like do PT on my jaw too, because it's been hurting a lot with the TMJ. My mom, while she was here, she used my computer. And she's like, it's too bright. I'm like, but it's on dark mode. What are you talking about? It's too bright. And yeah. It's just funny. Because I use dark mode for stuff, but some things, you know, like some pages and stuff, you can't. It just uses like regular white screen as the background. And it does hurt because my monitor is on the bigger side. Yeah. I can't even look at like Google Docs while I'm writing. I have to like turn the the sheet, because no matter what you do, you can't change the background to like dark mode or anything. So I have to change the sheet to like mustard yellow or something. I probably could just make it black though and put like white text or something. Excuse me. I wish you can change that, but for some reason the drive doesn't let you change to like dark mode. I'm drinking a new tea. I bought a new tea. It's a black tea. It's called Cranberry Autumn. It tastes really good. It's got cranberry and orange in it. It's really good. Yeah, I don't buy big boxes of that kind of tea. Even like my throat coat tea. Because I know I won't drink it all the time. Because it has the herbal flavor is something that I can only drink like once in a while. I had like a blackberry acacia tea that I tried for a while, and it's just too much herb. Try Harney and Sons variety. That's like my favorite brand so far. It's a US tea company. They have hemp stuff now? Interesting. Oh. Yeah. I need some more. I need new strainers too. A couple for more loose leaf tea. They have Dragon Pearl, which is my favorite black tea, but they only have jasmine flavored, and I don't want that. There's this one, I can't get it. I've been looking for it. It's called Black Dragon Pearl. I can't, it's really good for iced tea, for like cold brew tea. And I can't find it. Oh, here's the sampler one. I'll link it. Yeah. And then I used to make a Black Dragon Pearl for cold brew. So it's kind of like cold brew coffee, but you just replace the coffee with tea. They have 3 different types of it looks like they have 3 different types of samplers. There's like an herbal one and one with just different types. And they have honey straws in some of these too. Which you don't really need, but if you want more herbal teas, this herbal one would be nice. It looks like. It's got Ceylon, Earl Grey, chamomile, lemon, ginger, turmeric, peppermint, rose? I don't know what that is. And raspberry. Rooibos. I don't know how to say that. It has caffeine. It's no, it doesn't. It's caffeine free. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It gave you a tea craving, huh? I want coffee after this. I cleaned my coffee pot. I want coffee now. It's also called red bush tea. It's from Africa. You could put milk in it. Ooh. A milk tea? That might sound good. That might be a good, like, bedtime tea. I put milk in black tea a lot. Like, English breakfast or, Earl Grey. It makes it creamy, kind of like coffee. Especially with Earl Grey, it tastes amazing. Earl Grey is by the way is black tea with bergamot. It's like an orange kind of flavor. It's like a citrus fruit. Sorry, I swallowed wrong. Oh. Sorry. I was coughing. A minimum hour today. Like 11, I guess. Or do you mean stream? Yeah, 11 today. Last night is because I was up for more than a day. So that's why in Discord I said I was going to bed. Okay. Thank you. I got some good rest last night. I slept pretty deeply, which is nice. I had trouble going to sleep though, even though I had been up for so long. But once I was asleep, it was good. I was thinking, for every week, like we did last time, we'll end on a little story. So I was gonna read something. I think, and today I chose the story of Princess Hase, which is a Japanese fairy tale. I wanted to find Yuki-onna, but I couldn't find it, like to read from a book or something. It was said it's like, so Princess Hase is like a Snow White story. Yuki-onna is the Snow Maiden story, or like a Snow Demon story. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. And I have plans for it, so I wanted to read it, but I couldn't find it. So, I'm not sure how long this is. I'm probably not going to read the whole thing. I'll just read some of it. Just like 10 minutes worth or something. And then I'll finish it next week for our weekly chat. Alright. The story of Princess Hase, a story of old Japan. Many years ago, there lived in Nara, the ancient capital of Japan, a wise state minister by the name Prince Toyonari Fujiwara. His wife was a noble, good, and beautiful woman called Princess Murasaki, which means violet. They had been married by their respective families according to Japanese custom when very young, and had lived together happily ever since. They had, however, one cause for great sorrow, for as the years went by, no child was born to them. This made them very unhappy, for they both longed to see a child of their own, who would grow up to would grow up to gladden their old age, carry on the family name, and keep up with the ancestral rites when they were dead. The prince and his lovely wife, after long consultation and much thought, determined to make a pilgrimage to the temple of Hase no Kwannon, the goddess of mercy at Hase. For they believed, according to the beautiful tradition of their religion, that Mother of Mercy, I'm not saying it right. It's Kwannon? Kwannon? Comes to answer the prayers of mortals in the form they need the most. Surely after all these years of prayer, she would come to them in the form of a beloved child in answer to their special pilgrimage, for that was the greatest need of their two lives. Everything else they had that this life could give them, but it was all as nothing because the cry of their hearts was unsatisfied. So the Prince Toyonari and his wife went to the temple of the Kwannon at Hase and stayed there for a long time, both daily offering incense and praying to Kwannon, the Heavenly Mother, to grant them the desire of their whole lives, and their prayer was answered. A daughter was born at last to the Princess Murasaki, and great was the joy of her heart. On presenting the child to her husband, they both decided to call her Hase Hime, or the Princess of Hase, because she was the gift of the Kwannon at that place. They both reared her with great care and tenderness, and the child grew in strength and beauty. When the little girl was 5 years old, her mother fell dangerously ill, and all the doctors and their medicines could not save her. A little before she breathed her last, she called her daughter to her, and gently stroking her head, said, "Hasehime, do you know that your mother cannot live any longer? Though I die, you must grow up a good girl. Do your best, not to give trouble to your nurse or any other of your family. Perhaps your father will marry again, and someone will fill my place as your mother. If so, do not grieve for me, but look upon your father's second wife as your true mother, and be obedient and filial to both her and your father. Remember when you are grown to be submissive to those who are your superiors, and to be kind to all those who are under you. Don't forget this. I die with the hope that you will grow up a model woman." Hasehime listened in an attitude of respect while her mother spoke, and promised to all that she was told. There is a proverb which says, "As the soul is at 3, so it is at 100. And so Hasehime grew up as her mother had wished, a good and obedient little princess, though she was now too young to understand how great was the loss of her mother. Not long after the death of his first wife, Prince Toyonari married again. A lady of noble birth named Princess Terute. Very different in character, alas. To the good and wise Princess Murasaki, this woman had a cruel, bad heart. She did not love her stepdaughter at all, and was often very unkind to the little motherless girl, saying to herself, "This is not my child, this is not my child." But Hasehime bore every unkindness with patience, and even waited upon her stepmother kindly, and obeyed her in every way, and never gave any trouble. Just as she had been trained by her own good mother, so that the Lady Terute had no cause for complaint against her. The little princess was very diligent, and her favorite studies were music and poetry. She would spend several hours practicing every day, and her father had the most proficient of masters he could find to teach her the koto, the Japanese harp, the art of writing letters and verse. When she was 12 years of age, she could play so beautifully that she and her stepmother were summoned to the palace to perform before the emperor. It was the festival of the cherry flowers, and there were great festivities at the court. The emperor threw himself into the enjoyment of the season, and commanded that Princess Hase should perform before him on the koto, and that her mother, Princess Terute, should accompany her on the flute. The emperor sat on a raised dais, before which was hung a curtain of finely sliced bamboo and purple tassels, so that his majesty might see all and not be seen, for no ordinary subject was allowed to look upon his sacred face. Hasehime was a skilled musician, though so young, and often astonished her masters by her wonderful memory and talent. On this momentous occasion she played well, but Princess Terute, her stepmother, who was a lazy woman and never took the trouble to practice daily, broke down in her accompaniment and had to request one of the court ladies to take her place. This was a great disgrace. She was furiously jealous to think that she had failed where her stepdaughter had succeeded. And to make matters worse, the emperor sent many beautiful gifts to the little princess to reward her for playing so well at the palace. There was also now another reason why Princess Terute hated her stepdaughter, and for she had the good fortune to have a son born to her. And in her inmost heart, she kept saying, "If only Hasehime were not here, my son would have all the love of his father." And never having learned to control herself, she allowed this wicked thought to grow into the awful desire of taking her stepdaughter's life. So one day, she secretly ordered some poison and poisoned some sweet wine. This poisoned wine she put into a bottle, and to another similar bottle she poured some good wine. It was the occasion of the boys' festival on the 5th of May, and Hasehime was playing with her little brother. All his toys of warriors and heroes were spread out. She was telling him wonderful stories about each of them. They were both enjoying themselves and laughing merrily with their attendants when his mother entered with the 2 bottles of wine and some delicious cakes. "You are both so good and happy," said the wicked Terute with a smile, "that I have brought you some sweet wine as a reward, and here are some nice cakes for my good children." And she filled the 2 cups with the different bottles. Hasehime, never dreaming of the dreadful part her stepmother was acting, took one of the cups of wine and gave to her little stepbrother the other part that had been poured out for him. The wicked woman had carefully marked the poison bottle. But on coming into the room, she had grown nervous. Pouring out the wine hurriedly, had unconsciously given the poison cup to her own child. All this time, she was anxiously waiting the little princess. Or, not waiting, watching the little princess. But to her amazement, no change whatever took place in the girl's face. Suddenly, the little boy screamed and threw himself on the floor, doubled up with pain. His mother flew to him, taking the precaution to upset the 2 tiny jars of wine which she had brought into the room and lifted him up. The attendants rushed for the doctor, but nothing could save the child. He died within the hour in his mother's arms. Doctors did not know much in those ancient times. It was thought that the wine had disagreed with the boy, causing convulsions, of which he died. Thus was the wicked woman punished in losing her own child, when she had tried to do away with her stepdaughter. But instead of blaming herself, she began to hate Hasehime more than ever in the bitterness and wretchedness of her own heart. And she eagerly watched for an opportunity to do her harm, which was, however, long in coming. Alright, I'm gonna stop there. Yay! I have a whole book of Japanese fairy tales now, so fun story. It's very Cinderella kind of. Cinderella. I guess the premise of Snow White is the same though, because Snow White had a stepmother that didn't want her around either. That's why she poisoned her. It's kind of funny how there's just some fairy tales that just make it across the world. It's almost like you know, the peoples were together at some point and they shared the same story. And then at that point, that story got changed a little bit depending on how people spread. You know? Oh yeah, that too. This book was written in 1908. So it's written in 1908 by, let me look up the author. Excuse me. I can't get back to the title. Oh, here it is. It was written in 1908. It's by E. Theodora Bazaki. Yeah? Yay? Yay. Okay. So I think it probably, it might have been a story that got picked up from like Portuguese traders and it got changed before that, like sometime in the 1800s. Because Like the story of Snow White's really old too. And it was written by the Brothers Grimm in like late 1700s or something. And that's whenever the printing press was made. This is one of the first printed books. So it probably it could have been like one of those kind of stories that got spread around, like you said. When was the printing press made? Let me look this up before I start spouting nonsense. Yeah, it was made in 1812 by the Brothers Grimm. So oh, it's not one of the first. Never mind. Yeah, I got that part wrong. The Gutenberg printing press was made in 1440. Yeah, it was a really long time ago. It wasn't like the best though. You could really only print like one sheet at a time. So it took a long time still to make books, but it wasn't until 1800 when like a multi-sheet printing press was made. It was a rotary printing press. Yeah, I don't want to like say the wrong thing, so I looked up stuff. All right. Well, I think we're gonna end our little chat there today. I have more stories, but I'll just talk about it while I'm playing games. Or like more stuff to talk about. But oh, thanks, Siju. Yeah, I'll be kind of back. Just a couple hours a day of streaming, hopefully. I'm gonna be making people mad next week because I want to play. I want to play some different games too. I'm just gonna play what I want. All right. Well, it's time to kick back, everybody. Let's go grab our teas or coffees and have a nice afternoon and evening. Bye bye.